One of the hazards of living in a very small town is that the weather forecasts are rarely correct. Now that the trees are planted in the orchard and several perennials are planted in the garden, it would be nice to know if the rainwater they're getting is enough. To help with this, I purchased an ambient weather WS-2902 weather station. My first step was to install a mounting pole at one corner of the garden area. This was away from both the trees and the house, as those can interfere with measurements. The mounting pole is not included, but a nearby hardware store had a 10-foot long, 1.5-inch pole in stock. Aside from trying to find a level spot for the ladder, the tough part was trying to keep the pole plumb as I drove it into the ground. I started the hole with a drill-mounted auger bit and checked two sides with a level several times. I wanted to drive the pole just a little deeper, but I must have hit a rock that the pole wouldn't move or crush. The next step was to assemble the weather station. The wind vane went on first. The shaft on the sensor is slightly flattened, so you have to align the vane accordingly. The wind cups were next, and they went on easily. The rain gauge funnel has some tabs you have to align well before it will tighten properly. The funnel coil filter has a strange little hook that pushes into a hole at the bottom of the funnel. Installing the AA batteries, also not included, was straightforward. The manual does suggest that the batteries will need to be replaced more often in harsh environments. The system does come with a mounting plate and U-bolts that go around the pole. You have to line the plate up perfectly on the chassis and then squeeze the ends of the bolts a little bit to get them to go through the holes. The nuts went on easily. With the station assembled, it was time to mount it to the pole. The station has a bubble level on top, and I was relieved to discover that the pole was plumb enough. You do have to point the station to north, which I checked with both a manual compass and an app on my phone. The nuts on the U-bolts tightened easily with the included wrench.